Hi guys! So I'm here to explain how to create our planter for our Fast Plants lab. So this is what we're hoping to make. And so let's start with the first step. You need an empty clean water bottle. Make sure that the bottom has a pretty firm base. We need to make sure that this stays upright. So if it's a little crooked, you might choose another one. Our first step is to create the planter by getting rid of the label. So you can just carefully put the scissors underneath the label like that. Ripping it also works. All right, so now we've got a water bottle without the label. Keep track of where the label was, because that bottom part of the label, that's a good place to cut off the top. And so on this bottle, it's about like 3 of these indentations down. And you can just, if you're using the bigger scissors, you can just cut it across. Again, be really careful, be mindful of your fingers, keep those out of the way. So that's a water bottle with the top cut off. This becomes our planter. This becomes where the water will go, just like that. All right, so now I'm over at the lab station. In front of me, I have our cotton. This is gonna serve as our wicking and allow us to draw moisture up into the bottom of the planter. Notice I've measured out 8 inches. 8 inches, that's a good amount of cotton you wanna get. So just cut it off once you've measured 8 inches. Okay, and then keep that end free so that the next group can get some. All right, so I'm back to show you how to tie a knot. I have my 8 inches of cotton, and you just want to tie, just create like a normal knot. So you're just gonna fold over, make a circle, right, and then pull through on one end. Ideally, you keep the knot kind of toward the top. This is the part that will rest in the opening of the water bottle, and this part will rest in the bottom of the water bottle. All right, so I've got my knot that I just created. Notice again that the one end has the knot and then the other end is free to draw up water. So you just slide it down through the opening of the water bottle. Not all the way through. That knot is intended to keep the dirt from falling. So kind of use it to stop up one end. And now I've got a great place to put in some soil. So let's do that next. All right, so now I'm gonna get some soil. It's very important that I get the soil that's in this bin. We wanna try to keep all of the loose dirt inside of this bin. And notice that these cups have black lines on them. So that's how much dirt I want you to get out and put in your planter. So just inside the bag, use your line. See, that's a little bit too much. And that's just about right, it doesn't have to be exact. And now I'm going to pour this dirt in my planter. And again, ideally this should all happen anytime there's loose dirt. We would like for it to happen inside this bin. So put your planter back inside the bin. Try to create a funnel as much as you can with the cup, just kind of press it together. And again, we're gonna get a little bit spilling, but that's okay. We put it, because we did it in the bin. All right, you might pack it down just a little bit, but if I've done everything correctly, I've got soil in the top and then nothing in the bottom. All right, so I went over to the sink and I obtained 150 milliliters of water. I'll show you what that looks like up close. So again, we've got 100 milliliters on this side, 150, 200. So about 150 milliliters. And then you might have your partner hold the other side or just set it off to the side. And you're gonna pour the water directly into the bottom of your reservoir. And then you're gonna replace the top piece. And if all goes according to plan, you've got water at the bottom for your plants. The water will go up into the cotton and then it'll keep everything nice and moist but not too wet for your seeds that you're growing. The last step is to take this back to your table carefully. You do have loose dirt that could fall out, and then you will get some seeds from me. And when you plant the seeds, guys, you just want to create a tiny little indentation with your finger, set them inside that hole, and then just cover it up slightly with dirt. So you don't want to stick them way in the bottom, but they do need to be covered up slightly with dirt. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Oh, also don't forget a label. We'll take care of that when you're cutting your water bottles. Okay, sounds good?